It's day 3. Tax credits. If you're like me, you're environmentally conscious. And when I say I'm environmentally conscious, what I really mean is I'm conscious that the environment is finding new and exciting ways to burn my upper Midwest body to a crisp. Like many, I've made an effort to minimize my family's impact on the environment. In the past year, we have installed a new heat pump, a high-efficiency water heater, and we bought a new electric vehicle. My wife just left with a car, so I had only this to show. And while I don't like going around supporting people who are destroying some of my favorite social media sites, I do have to say we are pretty pleased with the vehicle. And of course, we're fortunate to be in a position where we can afford to buy an electric vehicle. But the government uses a tool that lowers the cost of goods and encourages people to buy. It's called a tax credit. Now, if you're not familiar with a tax credit is an offset for what you owe on your taxes each year, and it could result in a refund. There are two different kinds of tax credits: the refundable tax credit and a non-refundable tax credit. A refundable credit is a credit where we get money back from the government, even if we didn't owe that total amount in taxes. Now, a non-refundable tax credit is one in which it can bring your tax bill down to zero, but it won't result in a refund. You can only bring it down to zero. Now, last year, the Inflation Reduction Act created a new tax credit for those that are purchasing an EV. Like many credits, there are lots of qualifiers. And there's even more when considering which vehicle might be eligible for the credit. In the case of the EV credit, it's a non-refundable credit. So if you found yourself owing $5,000 in taxes at the end of the year, and you bought a qualifying vehicle that's worth $7,500, well, unfortunately, you'll get the full credit up to $5,000, but $2,500 is going to go unused. Offering a tax credit is an interesting way to incentivize how we are spending our money. For me, the tax credit was enough to get our family into our first EV. But it's important to understand the fine print of your tax credit. Make sure going in that you know if that tax credit is going to be refundable or non-refundable. The difference could be huge. And if I can insert a dad joke here, regarding your tax credit, mileage may vary. You know, the car thing.